Hello guys, how are you? John, Sean, Cassandra. What are you guys talking about?
Então sabe esperar?
Quê?
Falou que sabe esperar?
Não. Só falei rápido, pessoal.
Hi guys!
So guys, to start the class, I don't like to lie, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was ready to prepare the class this morning, but I was super excited to see the government this morning, to watching what they have to say about the quarantine. So I was super excited, but when I read they say about we are in the second phase, they put the gyms in the third phase, but the young sports like jiu-jitsu and stays in second phase. So I was a little sad about it. So I was thinking for many things after I watched it, and starting thinking about the way to get ready to reopen. And I didn't think too much about the class, so I didn't prepare something to show you guys. I'm thinking to try show you guys a couple of things about topic game, okay? Like she get the lasso guard, the way to deal against the lasso guard, something like that. And I want to do that transition, John. You asked me yesterday about try to do the pendle sweep, and then when the person stays heavy on top, and going into the key guard. I'm gonna try to do here, okay? Yeah, I thought the same, Casey. I thought the same. But they say, I think in the second phase, it's gonna be okay to reopen the doors because we are not the gym, like the regular gym, about lift weights. And in the second phase, they put a. Como é que era o nome? Eu falei? It's like young sports, young sports, something like that. And the jiu-jitsu, is this sport. It's not a regular gym. So probably for the second phase, it's okay to reopen the doors, and then we can start training together again. But I was confused about it this morning. I was okay. No, not thinking. I lost my mind this morning. I was sad. I was waiting to. Yeah, was a good news, but I was waiting. They say we can reopen in the first phase because I have a bunch of friends. Like I have some friends in Georgia, and they reopened the academies last week, and they are going to the second phase now. I think in the next week or in 1.5, they're gonna start in the second phase. But they are training on the mats. They're gonna keep in the distance between each other. They are doing more about physical and conditional physical that stuff. But yeah, like Casey said, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling healthy. She's the same, and I'm sure a bunch of you guys. So if we are taking care about everything, we can. But this morning I lost my mind, honestly. Yeah, I think if it's like it's a normal thing. You have to wash your hands, take care about your stuff to be healthy. So it's normal. There is if you're feeling sick, if you're feeling something wrong, or I'm not too good, stay home. Stay home, do a test. But if you are feeling healthy, me too, John. Honestly, my mind was I was super sad this morning. I was super sad when I saw that thing about second phase. I was, oh my gosh, 3 more weeks, and it's hard. It's good. That classes, the online classes, I know it's not the same, but has helping us a lot because we came here every day, and we can not not to be together with you guys, but we can talk a little. So 3 more weeks about the distance and that stuff. It's hard. It's a little hard. But
For me, it's so hard because I love to hug everyone. You guys know.
it is what it is. We have 3 more weeks to go, and let's see what happens until there. So like I said, gonna try to do a couple things about lasso guard today. Okay, just three or two ways to deal against the lasso guard. And John, I did it last night. The transition from pendle sweep go to the knee guard, and it works a lot. And it's a very good thing to do, especially if you can't moving the opponent, the person on top, trying to do the pendle sweep. Go to the key guard. It's a very good option, and I guess it's gonna be work a lot for you because you have long arms, long legs. So, and the best thing, there is no knee bars and foot attacks like Toho in your division. So the guys cannot do these things against yourself. So you can go to the key guard, relax. If I go to the key guard and let my knee out, my foot,
Fernando, vem aqui.
and near the opponent's hands, it's super dangerous. But for you, it's gonna be amazing. But I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna do 2-3 times. Tá no front desk.
Não tá, não.
Então tá lá dentro da cozinha.
Você tá fazendo o que, cara? Que susto você me deu, filho. Olha assistindo.
Tá sem o celular?
Tá, o celular tá aqui, ele tá lá.
Lá onde?
Tá encostado ali na...
Você trouxe ele ou você deixou lá?
Não, eu trouxe ele de ficar lá. Acho que ele tá fazendo cocô de novo.
Ah, pode ser.
Encostadinho aqui, ó. Oi? O meu não tá fora, tá assim. Com essas bolachas muito. Lindo. Te amo.
Você tá fazendo cocô.
O que você vai fazer?
Pelo sweep, daí você fica, eu vou pegar. Dá pra ficar fazendo café?
Calma.
So John, let's say I go to the pendulum sweep that regular way, and then she was. Como é que você defenderia essa posição? Pendulum sweep.
Voltando.
Vai. So I'm here. Let's say she was standing or doing something. Tenta manter esse joelho aqui no chão. As soon as I realize the pendulum sweep, it's not working, I'm gonna hook it, get the hook here using my arm, and then try to use this leg as a leverage, pushing the person. It's gonna be easier to swing this one and then get into the key guard. If you are thinking to try use this option from the pendulum, and I guess works better if you stay holding the sleeve instead of use that arm over the opponent's back. So if you want to go to the key guard, it's better for you if you stay holding in the sleeve instead of here. Because for this one, you must have keeping the opponent's head down towards your chest to try to do the pendulum sweep from here, okay? But if you pushing the person using this one, it's okay. You have the other leg free to spin and get the key guard. But if you want to go, if you are not thinking about the pendulum, grab the sleeve, it's enough. It's gonna be easier for her to posture up or post this hand on the floor there, blocking the sweep. Tenta manter o joelho empatando. And then you have more space, look that space. So you have more space to get into the key guard. And I was thinking and a lot about this situation, and in my opinion, works a lot. If you try to do the pendulum sweep as a fake attack to force the person moving the weight to this side, or sometimes post the hand on the floor, become easier to get the key guard. So guys, we have to do a quick break here. Fernando.
chocar.
Fernando needs some help. Guys, one question. Do you guys want to see more stuffs about bottom game or top game? And let me know, and then I can prepare the classes, okay? Oh, professor, I want to see more about top game. And then I can prepare the classes like three ways to deal against lasso guard, against spider guard, against 50-50 guard, lapel guard, all these stuffs. Or if you guys want to keep in and working about bottom game, we can try do more stuffs, okay? Like more sweeps from 50-50 guard, working more about lasso guard, couple things about lapel guard. Many holes, chickens. Got many holes everywhere. Cadê? Ah, ele tá com seu céu, né? Precisava traduzir isso que eu não sei o que é.
Nossa, perdão.
Okay, Sean. Good. 50 top and bottom. Let's work the both, okay? So I'm gonna prepare some classes about 50-50. Like we can work 2 classes bottom 50-50 and 2 classes top. When you get on top, working against a 50-50 guard, okay? To try fast. Nowadays, if you stay like in the double full, in the 50-50, if you are not using submission position for the tournaments, of course, the referee, they can stop the fight and start over, like put the both standing. So it's important for the tournaments if you want to score the points. If you are on bottom and you got the 50-50 guard, sweep the person and stay on top. But you need to open the 50-50. If you stay there, it's easier to the person sweep you back. But it's a good point. We can work. So let's work like 2 days for bottom 50-50, 2 days top 50-50. Okay? So for today, I'm gonna show like 3 or 4 ways to deal against a lasso guard. Okay? I really like, and it's a hard guard to pass. It's not easy, but I like because every time when the opponent or partner get the lasso guard, makes me thinking more. So against a lasso guard, it's hard to stay using your weight, your pressure, or your strength. If you try to use your strength against a lasso guard, you helping the person to sweep you. If you try to use your weight too much, you're gonna help the person to sweep you or finish you using the lasso. So that's the reason I like to work on top against lasso, against lapel guard. Every time when I was working on top against Cody, it was amazing because he was doing a very good job on bottom. So he forces me to think more than stay using my strength. I don't have a lot of strength, so I must have tools in my mind. So that's the reason I like when I'm rolling against someone has a good bottom game, like lapel guard, like Colin has, or lasso guard, or Chris, for example. He has a good lasso guard. He has a good X guard, De La Riva with X guard. So it's good because that person makes me improve my jiu-jitsu. They force myself to think more. So I like to think in jiu-jitsu. I don't like to stay using my strength at all. I don't like to stay using my weight, just putting my weight on top of the person and trying to stay smashing the person. I really like to think and to. I know there is no time to stop in the position and stay thinking, but like in some positions, like lasso guard, lapel guard, if the person get a good position in lapel guard, the person probably it's not working about the speed. So you have to stop a little to think. So that's the reason I like to be on top against lapel guard, yeah, lasso guard, that stuff. So let's work. Pega lasso. So let's say she has a spider guard. And look, I have my knees on the floor. So it's hard to stay moving, okay? This is why I don't like to keep my knees on the floor. If you have a lot of weight or pressure, you can stay here, but to pass, it's hard. I need to bring one knee off the mat. And as soon as I got one knee off the mat, she has the control. She has the legs to control my posture and shaking my move, my body, okay, breaking my posture. So if I'm fighting against a person who has a good guard and the person has playing spider, I really like to stay here with my knees on the floor. But look my butt. I'm squat down here, okay? Because if I stay here, it's easier for her to step in my body and lift in my body. Okay, step in my hips and lift in my body. I like to stay here and close my elbows. But let's say I'm on that position and I was blocking her spider and then she was getting the lasso guard. If I tell you guys, just block before or skateboard arm before, it's the best option, but it's not easy to, if you are fighting against a high level brown belt, black belt, or purple belt, and these guys can get the lasso guard easier because they have a good they have a good time to get the position. So it's hard to block. Like, oh, I want to escape in my body before the person get the deep lasso guard. For sure, it's easier to pass, but in real roll, if you are rolling against someone who has a good guard, if the person likes the lasso, the person probably is gonna get the lasso. So you need to know the way to work to deal against the lasso when the person has the lasso, okay? Arruma seu corpo aí, por favor, fica direito, cabeça fora do tatame. Só isso fazendo guarda, viu? Aí. So, volta pro spider. She has the spider. I'm keeping my body the right way, okay? I'm closing my elbows. I have my base strong. And then I force her to go to the lasso. She got a good lasso. Volta com a pra dentro. So, first of all, if I have this hand free, first thing I can do here, if she's not pulling my arm, it's going to be easy to rotate my hand here. And I'm going to use my hand here, outside her leg, okay? If she stays pulling my arm, it's a little harder to do it. But if she got the lasso and she's not pulling my arm, I'm going to rotate my hand. I circle my hand and then I start using my hand against her leg. Now, as soon as I got my hand here, I'm going to use my elbow, pushing her foot down and taking her legs out. I have her foot in my chest. So, vira pouco, presta atenção. Presta atenção na posição, bota pra ela dentro. Não, fica com a pegada e bota pra ela dentro. So, I circle my hand. I'm using my hand against her leg. And I'm gonna push her foot down and pop her lasso. Here, look, her foot is in my chest. Now, I'm gonna start using my shoulder against her shin and then walking for my right side. Here. Vai dar, né? Você não consegue ficar ali?
Aqui tá muito curto, daí meu dedo fica saindo. Eu tô tentando, ó. Daqui.
So again, she has the lasso. I'm gonna rotate my hand. It's hard for her keeping that grip on my sleeve. But let's say the person on bottom has a strong grip, so probably the person is gonna try to keep in that grip. So I'm gonna use my elbow against her foot, pushing her foot, putting her foot out. As soon as I got her foot on my chest, I'm gonna start walking to the right side, and then I'm gonna start pushing her leg using my chest. Não vai dar não, não pode se quebrar aí não. Você vai ficar na embancada. Você tá vendo a posição que eu tô fazendo?
Segurando?
Então faz ainda. Vai ficar segurando, pô. Se alguém tá fazendo isso pra você, você vai largar e deitar. She's gonna do the same thing. She has the hand outside my leg. She was pushing my foot out. So she has my foot on her chest. Now she's starting using her shoulder against my leg to put the pressure on my leg, and then starting walking around. But I have my foot on her biceps, okay? So she's not able to pass my guard yet. And if she's keeping walking to that side, I can use this one to recover the guard or sometimes sweep her. So as soon as she started walking, I'm gonna bring my leg for the same side, trying to recover the guard. Now she let it go, this grip, and she's gonna push this leg down, doing a leg drag, switching her side. Pô, já errou, pô. Suco uma mão só, filho. Empurra essa perna aqui pra baixo com essa mão aqui, ó. Leg drag é arrastada de perna, não é a posição. Vou ter que começar de novo. Começa de novo, pequeno. Valeu? She popped my lasso. She was blocking my left leg. Fica longe, pequeno. E anda lá só com a pressão do ombro. She has using her shoulder against my leg. Vai andando, vai andando, vai andando. Now I'm starting turning my body, trying to recover guard, doing a retention guard. And then she gonna drag my right leg, pushing my leg down, switching her side. Anda pra lá, pequeno. Não é leg drag posição não, pô. A palavra leg drag é arrastado de leg, de perna. Então não é uma posição. Leg drag é você arrastar na perna, empurrar na perna. É só isso. One more time, guys. I got the lasso. She rotates her hand. She escapes her hand. She started pushing my foot down. She has my foot on her chest. Mais para trás suas pernas, pequeno. She's gonna start using her shoulder against my leg and then walking slowly. Now I turn my body trying to do a retention guard and look at the angle. She just is pushing this leg down and switching her side. So I'm gonna walk into the right side, escaping against her lasso, popping her lasso, and as soon as I started walking, I force her to try use that foot in my biceps as a retention guard or to do a sweep. Okay. So as soon as I get the right angle, I just need to push this leg down, like a leg drag, and switch my side again. And you don't need to do this drill using the speed. So again, she has the lasso. I have my hand free. She's not pulling my arm. So I rotate my hand. I'm gonna pop her lasso. I have her foot on her chest. So look, I'm keeping my legs away, okay? I'm just using my shoulder against her leg here. She's gonna extend the other leg and turn to my side, trying to retention guard. And then I'm gonna push that leg down and switch my side. Again, she got the lesson. She's not pulling my arm, look at my arm. So I'm gonna rotate my hand. I'm using my hand on outside her leg. Now, gonna push her foot down. I have her foot in my chest. So I'm gonna start using my right shoulder against her leg and walk and walk and walk. She extends the other leg and turns. I just need pushing this leg down and then switch my side again. Okay? So, works. This one works, especially if the person is not pulling your arm. Okay? If the person stay pulling your arm to try get a deep lasso, we're gonna use another way now, holding the opponent's belt. Let's do it. So again, she has the spider guard. She got the lasso. But now, she has pulling my arm. So it's hard to escape my hand. Muito longe. Chega pouco para frente, por favor. Pega laço. She got the lasso, okay? So she has pulling my arm now. It's hard to escape in my hand. So now I'm gonna hold her belt. Okay? It's not good thing if the person has pulling your arm, you try escape your hand. It's not easy. So instead of I stay fighting here, deixa aqui lá, laço direito. So she's pulling my arm. But puxa meu braço, puxa. I'm grabbing her belt now. Okay? So for the first one, I was escaping my right arm and walking. For the second one, I got my grip on her belt. I'm gonna escape my left arm. So I'm gonna bring her foot towards my knee. I'm gonna pop this foot in my biceps using my knee against her heel. And then circle this hand. Grabbing here. Probably the person's gonna try to keep in that grip. So if the person keep the grip on the sleeve, I'm gonna use my knee against her leg and then try to break this grip this way. It's uncomfortable position, so if the person let it go this grip, it's the time to switch your left hand to the ankle, and then I'm gonna do a leg drag again, bring her leg towards my hip, and at the same time cross my knee between her legs this way. I have that leg drag position. Oh, but professor, if she keeps that grip on your sleeve, it's not enough. Look at my position. I'm gonna grab her collar with my left hook, my left hand, sorry, and then start to put a lot of pressure here. If she keeps, I can stay here for 3, 4, 5 minutes. It's an uncomfortable position for her, and I have a good position. I'm able to rest here. I can rest, take a breath, and stay relaxed. I'm in a good control position. As soon as she let it go, that grip, I'm gonna bring my right arm out and then try hugging her neck and pass her guard. For my game, I like to force the person turn, trying to escape, and then I can climb and take the back. But like if you don't like take the opponent's back, go straight to the side control. One more time. She got the lasso, a deep lasso, and remember now she has pulling my arm, so it was hard to escape my hand. Instead of trying to escape my hand, I'm gonna grab her belt and then escaping my other arm. So your knee against the opponent's heel. I'm gonna pop her foot in my biceps using my knee, and at the same time circle my hand. I have my hand on top of her leg. So it's an uncomfortable position for her keeping this grip. But again, if your opponent keep the grips, use your knee against the leg and then bring your arm, pull your arm, break that grip. If not, if the person let it go that grip, as soon as the person let it go, holding this side the ankle, and then I'm gonna bring her leg towards my hip and get that leg drag position with my knee across between her legs. Pay attention how I bring myself down. She has the lasso. I'm holding her heel. I'm gonna drag her leg to my left side and then put some pressure on her leg. Here. Look at my left knee. It's between her legs. Left hand now, grab her collar. I start to pull her collar, closing her body, and then I can wait. If she tries to keep in that grip in my sleeve, it's okay. I can stay here, putting pressure. If she let it go that grip, I'm gonna bring my arm out, hugging her neck, and then start to pass. If you like, go to the side control, or you can pass your arm under the armpit, forcing the person to turn to belly down to do back attack. Okay, guys, so was two ways to deal against a lasso guard. Like I said, I really like to be on top against a lasso guard, against a lapel guard, worm guard, squiddy guard, that stuff, because makes me think more, and I like to use a good jiu-jitsu. I don't like to try use my strength for just crazy things, my speed. Sometimes I like to stay in the lasso again with the opponent playing lasso or lapel guard against myself and forcing me to think more and improve my jiu-jitsu. So I'm gonna try starting tomorrow, Sean, for you. And they study about 50-50, okay? We're gonna work 2 days bottom 50-50 and 2 days top 50-50. And thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much to be here every day with us. Thank you so much for all the support. We really appreciate it. We miss you all. And like I said earlier, we can't wait to have you guys on the mat with us. Yeah. Quer falar alguma coisa? No? So thank you so much. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Stay healthy, stay safe. And we love you all. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Cassandra. Thank you, John. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys. I miss you so much.
Miss you guys. Bye-bye.